Hey there, Jules. This video is to finalize the contract and to also talk about the demo agent and the docs as specified in the contract. Let's get into the demo of the AI agent. A new feature I add to the MCP generator is Dash with frontend, which allows you to generate a frontend alongside your MCP for demo usage. Once you clone the repo, make sure you cd down to Stellar MCP generator and run cargo install cargo installed as just parts period. This makes sure you pull all the changes from the plugin. Once that is done, you can run Stellar MCP generate dash show. See, you can find dash with front end here. The same way works with the normal MCP, just that we just added an additional feature with frontend, so everything still works as you used to. Stellar MCP generates. This is making sure that I'm using the wizard. Okay, I'm gonna use this contract ID, testnet, select language, TypeScript or Python. So I'm going to walk you through the TypeScript demo first. Next, we're going to do Python. TypeScript, yes, generate, React frontend, output folder, demo, TypeScript agent. Contract name, demo. Once you've generated the binding, you can set it to demo TypeScript agent. You can set it into demo TypeScript agent, pm install, so install the package. Let me walk you through the file layout of how this looks like now. Once you generate a frontend, you get this frontend directory, and is a new change in the MCP because now we are doing transport for front-end connection. Also, I want to call these changes out. I added this branch check because on front end we're connecting the MCP via transport. So if use transport is true in your .env, this enables use transport. Otherwise, you just use Studio like the former video I've been doing. So once you've installed all the dependencies, you can copy env.example to the env. Since this is for front end, you just have to enable use HTTP to true. Once you're done, the next step is to run pm build to make sure you get all the bindings. Once the bindings is generated successfully, you can start the HTTP transports, that's what we need for the front end, not Studio this time. By running the script start HTTP, and this one on localhost 3000. Okay, we can see this, our health status MCP. So your MCP is available at localhost 3000/MCP. Next is next I'm going to try run the front end. I'm going to seed into front end. It's just classic write setup. So pm install. Once the installation is complete, you can just run pm dev. So this starts to stuff. We have a server, that one on localhost 301, and our front end, that one on localhost 5137. And here's what the generated front end looks like. You can log in via your secrets key, and you can also decide to connect to your wallet. One step that is very important for you to be able to run this front end is you need to configure your .env. The two models supported are OpenAI and Entropic API key. So I'm gonna copy .env.example.env and set up my OpenAI API key. Once you configure your env with your OpenAPI key, you can install the server. So there are two ways to log in. You can log in via the web, connect your wallet. There are two ways to use this demo. You can connect your wallet and you're able to sign the transaction with your wallet, or you can use secret key. But let's start with secret key. So you can perform read operations and write operations like we've been doing in the former videos and in Visual Studio mode. So nothing has actually really changed, just that we're using this in front end now. So let's get total deploy tokens. And also we have this beautiful light mode and dark mode here, of course. Yeah, and this uses generative UI like I promised. You can see here we have total of this token. I can do another query that says get total deployed token. Total deployed token count is 97. Now let's perform write operation. Let's deploy a token. Let's deploy a token with this information. Okay, this try to call the deploy token on our LCP tools, and it generated the SDR. So now, yeah, this is something interesting that I'm proud of doing. So if you're on secret mode, you can see that you just get to provide your secret key and like sign your transaction. Yeah, this is really awesome. And note the deployer address, the admin address, and also the manager address has to match the owner of this secret key. Okay, so sign and submit transaction with this secret key that I provided in here. Our transaction is successful. We have the transaction hash in here, and let's confirm this on the Stellar Expert scan. You can see we call the deploy token. We enter with deploy token with this information demo contract, and you can also confirm the time and the date in here. Today is December 10. Yeah, of course, December 10. December 10. Now let's try to use wallet connection. Connect your wallet via Vital. Once you are connected, same process, you can do queries. Everything works the same. Just that this time, you are using your wallet to sign and not your secret key. Okay, query works. Nothing changed. And let's try deploy a token. So the manager address, this is like a contract design. It's not related to the scope. The manager address, the admin address, and the deployer address has to match the person that's signing the transaction. Okay, so I'm gonna try update this address to my wallet address in here. Copy deployer manager admin. Okay, let's deploy this token. Generated the XDL. Now it's trying to prepare the transaction for the front end. I can just click on sign and submit. So my wallet pops up and you sign the transaction. Can view the transaction details. It's trying to call deploy token. So confirm. This is waiting for the transaction to be confirmed or successful. Transaction confirmation might take a while on the wallet. So yeah, and of course, the transaction is successful. Let's confirm this on the Stellar Expert Explorer. See, the transaction is confirmed and look at the time. So next, I'm gonna walk you through the Python demo. Running same command again, Stellar MCP generates, but this time we're going to use Python. Testnet, Python, yes, generative frontend, demo, Python agent, demo, Python agent, demo. So cd demo Python agents and want to copy the env, the example to the env and uv sync to install all the packages. So I'm going to walk you through the folder structure of what the Python looks like. And it looks just like this. Same way that we have our front end tool in TypeScript. We also have our Python MCP here. Next, you want this command uv run python server.py. I want to call this out. You have to enable HTTP transport as true to make sure that this is running on transport for the front end. Also, I do want to call this out in server.py. If use transport is true, this allows you to run with fast MCP on transport mode. Otherwise, you just use the studio like we've been doing before in the previous videos. Oh, we have our former ports running on 3000. So let's key that and run this again. Just to confirm, our port is running on localhost 3000. So let's go to the front end now. Feed into front end and it's just a provide setup, same as TypeScript, pm install. Once your installation is done, you can run pm dev to start this on localhost 301, your server and also your clients too. And this work on. Of course, you have to configure your .env.example to your open API key. Once you've done that, you have to restart the server. Queries, everything still works as the same. While running this on Python MCP transport. The query still works and all write operations are functional too. I'm trying to deploy a token just to show you that write operation works. Okay, provide a secret key. That's my secret key. So it's trying to sign out, submit the transaction. Transaction successful. We can confirm this on a Stellar Expert Explorer. You can confirm the time and see that it tried to call deploy token. Information about this tool can be found in the web of how to set this up, the project structure of the frontend on docs/mcp generator/web frontend. And yeah, that's it, Jules. This wrapped the end of the contract deliverables. Thank you very much. Still decentralized.